Hey Flosstube, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and it is Friday, February 28th, 2020. I am really happy to tell you that I think my life has settled down as much as my life is going to settle down. And I've got projects to share with you and things I'm working on and no drama. So I'm excited. Let's start with projects. This is the Emerald City Sal. I could have had this done last night. My goal has been to have it done by the end of February because I'm trying to see what I can get done and off my project planner before Mania starts. I ran out of 166, the green I need to do for the flowers around the Good Witch. I spent kind of a crazy amount of time last night sorting through my stash and my existing projects and my unorganized floss before I realized I think 166 is a newer color. That means there was less than no chance of me possibly finding a partial skein in my whips or my stash. Stopped at the LNS today, got a skein, so maybe tonight. I've just got this little bit and then some back stitching and French knots that I'd skipped earlier, so if I feel like it, I'll do it tonight. If I feel like playing with something else, I will play with something else because most of it is finished. If I don't get it all finished before the 1st of March, it doesn't matter. What am I doing? I didn't know what I was doing a few minutes ago. Project I want to have finished in March is Pyramid of Skulls. How many times have I told you that I love this project? I love it. I've been working on it more and more, and now that I've got so much stitched, it's getting easier to figure out what I need to fill in. A couple of my viewers had asked if I would do something explaining the way I do confetti stitch, and so I recorded a video a couple of days ago and used this one and Ripe Apples and All Is Calm as examples and kind of explain my techniques for how I try to do it. I'll put a link here and in the description in case that's something you want to see. Other thing I want to have done by the end of March is the Finding the Yellow Brick Road socks. I've done like maybe this much this week. I pulled them out, and after fighting with the toes in the sand socks for so long, these are easy. I don't know how, because those are fairly fiddly little cables, but compared to that other pair, which should not have been even the tiniest bit complicated, these are easy. So maybe I can get some progress on the toe of this one tonight, and if things go well casting on the second sock, maybe there's hope. I hope there's hope. I also realized it had been a while since I'd worked on the Reel with Sal, and I showed you this sideways in the last video I showed it in. This is the direction it goes, and honestly, at this stage in the game, it doesn't make a difference. I got to start my grapes, loving these dusty purple colors, still having fun stitching on the black, so I just kind of want to stitch everything tonight. I'm feeling good and happy about stitching and knitting and all the things. My daughter and I went out early today, and she has been getting into couponing and using apps. There's an app she introduced me to called Ibotta, and she took me to Walmart, found offers for things that I would normally buy, and I think I spent $26 and have $25 coming back in rebates. Some of that was because you're new to the app, special offers, but you know, I'm happy, and I will follow her around the grocery store if she could show me how to do this. The funny part is my husband, back probably in the mid-90s, he got really into the Safeway and Albertsons triple coupons and matching them with sales and manufacturers coupons, and he was doing great at it for a while until the store stopped running triple coupons. And now his daughter is following in his footsteps. If you're motivated to do that sort of thing, I'll put a link down below. I think there's a referral code that might get you something if you use it. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Last weekend, I stopped at an estate sale, Not a great estate sale. It was a small house. It was crowded. The other shoppers were not nice. But for $2, I got this bag. It was bulging full of old needlework stuff. Had no idea what was in it. Half off day, so it was $1. And when I got home, it had some Creative Circle stuff and some Avon needlework stuff. I did not know that Avon did needlework kits. It's not the whole kit, it's just the cover page and the diagram and instructions, but this has given me something new to haunt the thrift stores and estate sales for. So I'm happy, and it was fun sorting through the stuff. I did a video if you want to go watch that. Someone told me, I had heard of the Creative Circle because one of our local thrift stores has a whole bunch of their kits in their craft section, and there are lots of duplicates of the same kits, which has puzzled me because these are like old. Apparently it was a home party MLM sort of thing years ago, which I hadn't heard of. Kind of curious about it now. Probably glad the needlework MLMs don't exist now, because that might be tempting. And so maybe someone was getting rid of their inventory that they had held on to for decades. That stuff has been in the thrift store for months. It is not going anywhere. I'm being very selective in my purchasing at the moment and just kind of pausing and thinking, do I really need that? I found what I need. Bendy Stitchy has designed what she calls the Rolodex Morning Sampler. It is inspired by the lyrics of a Johnny Cash song. It has an amazing weeping willow, and I just can't even tell you how much I need to stitch this sampler for the walls of my old farmhouse. Should have written down what it says. It's "No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl home to her," or something like that. I can't figure out how I had never heard the Johnny Cash song that inspired this, because my husband had like the best of Johnny Cash multi-CD collection, and we had that in the CD changer of our SUV for so many cross-country road trips. I thought my kids and my husband and I knew the words to all the songs, but we hadn't heard this one, and I love morning samplers, love Johnny Cash, love Weeping Willows. This thing just is everything that I need in a morning sampler right now, so I'm excited to get my hands on that pattern. And I stopped and I thought about it, and yes, I really, really need this pattern. I can't be at peace without it. And hey, it's a pattern by a friend who I get to support, and yay for that. Now that things are settling down, I have been keeping a whole list of things I want to do and work on and make videos about, and I'm finally getting to start to do some of it. I was thinking about doing a video about how to reclaim yarn from a thrifted sweater. And I bought this sweater up in the bins in Portland. And when I brought it home and ran it through the wash, one of the seams kind of unwound itself a bit. And I thought, oh, this would be the perfect sweater to do that with. Except then I tried on the sweater and I really like it. So I had to wrestle with, do I take the sweater apart and make a tutorial, or do I wear the sweater, which is what I planned on doing with it in the first place? And I'd have to take off pockets, and I'm not sure how these front bands would disassemble, so I'm keeping this sweater and looking for another sweater to do a video with. And let me know if you're even interested in learning how to unravel old sweaters to make yarn. This one is, I don't know if it's a cotton. It doesn't have, probably has a tag. I haven't looked. It'd make a nice shawl, but I want to keep it as a sweater. I am totally hooked on these big oversized cardigans right now. Months and months ago, my husband took me to see the movie Brightburn, and my takeaway from that movie, which I really enjoyed the movie, the mother had this huge oversized cardigan sweater that was almost like a bathrobe. And it was a light bulb moment that that is what I need for stitching late at night in our drafty farmhouse. So I have been haunting the Goodwill bins for big sweaters that would be good for that. And so it won't be becoming a shawl anytime soon. And I've already managed to get lipstick on the sleeve, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle. Like I said, I've got lots of stuff that I want to do now that life has settled down, and I'm excited to share it all with you soon.